Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Pro Cyclist, and it's our Classics Rider. Episode number 12. We head to the Tour Alsace. Big mountain stage to end it. Punchy stage on 3. Little prologue here. Overall, not necessarily the most favorable to us, and that's a punchy stage? No, that is not a punchy stage at all. That's zero chance of victory there, and that's going to be a very difficult one to get anything out of. So, not set up for our best race. But let's go ahead and get to it anyway. Prologue to open. You might see there that my fitness way off. I don't know what happened. I had my training schedule set for the entire year. I don't know if it's because I leveled up my fitness, the skill. Oh, it's team prologue? Oof. I don't know if that reset things or an update to the game somehow reset things, but whatever it was, I walked away from the keyboard while 3 weeks were simulating on by because there was no race for 3 weeks. And meanwhile, with an altered schedule, my rider was on break for 3 weeks. Needless to say, he is not fatigued. But unfortunately, he is looking rather weak for this race, which doesn't suit us anyway, so I'm really not expecting any fireworks. We're going to skip past the sprint stages on this one, but let's go ahead and see the prologue, and then we'll get into that hills stage that certainly didn't look very hilly to me. A couple climbs early, and that was that. This is full 99, please. Thank you. Do I have control of the team? I do. Full 99s, and let's get rolling. Not very good on the prologue, so I need to back off. Come on, that's already almost halfway there. Let's go. Thank you. Shupa ends up on... These guys are all taking like 2 seconds on the front. Good job, guys. Good job. Everybody else, meanwhile, is just fine to get to the end. I have recovered. I do need to shorten this down a bit. But then again, we're into the final K, so... It's my turn out front. I need to lead us across the line. Alright, there you go. Fourth, 6 seconds down. Not bad, not bad. Okay, Samsic. Fastest so far. Vital Kenset moving ahead. And we stay in 6th, just 10 seconds down. It's not bad. It's me in 37th. Not sure how is the second one to cross the line. I'm behind my teammates here. So I pick up 65 points halfway towards level 9. And we have a chance to update our situation, and it's time for the transfer market. So we are there. We've reached it. By the way, we're up to a 76 overall after that last race. Those hills and cobble ratings very high now. And there's no new updates. So the team we wanted, it's still in the yellow. There's no guarantee that I'm actually going to get a contract offer from them. Now, this team, not interested. Novo Nordisk, no, not interested. Basically, the only teams that are green, it's actually the very team that I'm with right now, Evo Pro Racing, that I would stay with, all things considered. Wow, that is a hefty salary, by the way, that we would be looking at from these various teams. Yeah, if anything, I'd stay one more year with Evo Pro. We'll see. It should be high enough to get some sort of offer. I'll have to give it some time. But the transfer market is open. On to the punchy stage number 3. Brian Cockard won stage 2 in the sprint. Breakaway group, 7 riders. They've got a little over 2 minutes ahead. The team objective, they don't expect much for this race, which is exactly what I was suggesting. So race strategy, puncher, points classification. So they want me to fight for points classification. Unfortunately, and it's 50K of the final 100 that they want me in the break, not necessarily the early break. Early break, not happening, not a chance. The teams out there, they know I'm too good of a rider. They didn't let me get away. But now we're on a climb. Now is my chance. If there's going to be some sort of breakaway by me, I'm already on the front. So I might just give it a shot and see if I can get away. But the gap is opening at the moment to those riders. But let's see. Can I get away?
This is really hot, so for the moment, we shouldn't see too many attacks.
See if they let me go this time.
He's off on his own. The team sponsor won't be disappointed.
$18, 19 seconds away. I need to back off for a little while though and recover some. 16 seconds. 12 seconds.
Oh, the pace is too
Phil Yu has joined me. And the field caught back up, so I couldn't stay away long enough here. I might be able to get away over the top. $2K from the top now. And we could try again. A little closer to the top. More suited to a rider of my style.
Don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
18 seconds clear now. There we go, over the top. Pick up 4 points for that one. Still just 12 seconds ahead though. Ten seconds ahead. At this point the gap is way too small for this next climb to really be an effective kind of thing, so I need to just back off, let them back on. Let's grab some water though while we're at it. Thank you. And just like that, the field's caught me. So 70 riders in the peloton. Could and should try to attack again near the top. Be worth some points at least. Okay, 3.5K to the top now. And we're catching a few more of the riders up front, which means there's more points available this time. A little more fatigued this time, though. We want to wait a little longer, just a little longer.
There's an attack in the leading group. Some riders were not giving it their all and sharing the pace.
Okay, let's pop out from behind this guy, will you, please?
The pack is
there it is.
Its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the
right off front, 12 seconds. Quick gap there.
Trying to break away from the bunch.
Okay, 1.4. 1K. 35 seconds. Much bigger gap this time.
You see that? You can read the pain on the faces at the back of the peloton. There's a growing number of riders left behind.
Third over the top this time. Peloton is decimated. I'm up to 4th place in the mountain climbers competition. So I do pick up some valuable points there. And I'm also getting breakaway exposure, like the team wanted. It's not much of a downhill though, is it? It's really hard to recover through this. Just need to let the peloton come back. 15 seconds. It's only 24 riders now. 32. Unfortunately, they're riding easy as well. There we go, back into the peloton. Sweeney, the only other guy here. I want you to protect me, not to ride at the front. I need to recover here. Two riders left. Minute 20 ahead. 15 riders chasing. They'll probably come back at us, but how many groups get back? Not sure. I would imagine some of them. Feely, Shupa, Whitehouse are all in the fourth group back. That's quite a ways. And they're over 3 minutes down. And their gap is holding steady. The group behind, their gap, also holding steady, but they're pretty close. Now, here is the finishing sequence. I think we just passed the start-finish line, or no, we're about to. There you go, 1K, right-hander, slight uphill at the finish. One rider's been caught from the break. He's joined the group. Here's the circuit. First uphill, not much to that. Downhill is definitely a little bit of a downhill in there. I still have not recovered, by the way. Here's the other uphill. And let's see, what do we have? 5 degrees, 3 degrees. It's like 3 to 5 degrees. So my hills rating will be a factor with this. But this doesn't look like the type of terrain for me to get away.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
I mean, it's level through this whole top area for the most part. It barely gets above 3, it gets to 4 degrees at the very top, but this does not look like the kind of stage I can win. Breakaway's been caught, 30 riders in the peloton. Sweeney isn't going to last too long, so it is going the wrong way for the pursuers. I like that much at least. There's the finish again, and we're on circuit number 2. Some yo-yoing. Peloton, somewhere between 20 and 40 riders. Looks like we're back up to 40. Pace has not been very hot. Sweeney's struggling a little bit, but I'm slowly recovering here as we're finishing this second lap. Let's go ahead and look at this one from above. I think we're in the forest. There are a few trees around. Sweeney's going to have to go get water soon, and we're about to start climbing, so this isn't really the best time for that. There's Shupa. Their group is getting pretty close. It's A1 now. Shupa's the only one there. 2 minutes is that gap, though. Not sure they're going to get back. Ooh, Sweeney's done. I think riders will be dropped this time. It's definitely not much of a hill. You can't even really notice through the trees that it's a hill or not. Okay, Sweeney, try to get some water. 22K. He's got it. There's the finish line. And he made it. Okay. Last time, though, on the climb. 43 riders. I don't think there's much I can do to get away. It's still 15K. And we're about to hit that climb. This is not a 14K kind of climb to get out alone against the odds. This is more of a small group finish, bunch sprint, and hope that I can out sprint some of these guys and maybe get a top 5 on the stage. But I'm definitely not the favorite. I mean, what's the point of breaking away here other than to give it a shot. Off the front.
Like a greyhound.
See how fast it used up the energy, though. "13 seconds. No, it's not happening. I got the breakaway objective at least, I guess. 25 riders chasing. They're split.
10 kilometers left.
18. Oh, 8 riders. 9 riders. 12 riders. That's better. 7 riders. Well, that makes me happy. Cockhart's here, though, so luck beating him in a sprint. Orgy, Gautier, Gisbert, Schelling, Adapuma, Darwin Adapuma, but group of 7 to the finish. Put it downhill here, so we'll go a little early on the gel. There we go.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers.
Hopefully we can keep those 22 chasers at bay. A little time gap to them. 16 seconds is all we've got right now. 3K to go to the finish. It's down to 9 seconds. Let's get a little close. 2.5K. 1 rider off the front. Shelling. We've been caught. Remember, we have this double right-hander coming up. I'm going to sprint now. Sprint now. Little uphill. Just a tiny uphill. Oh boy, this is like side-by-side 6 riders. Cockard wins the sprint, no surprise. Barguil takes second. Shelling, I just miss out on a time bonus, getting 4th. Daniel Burhan takes 5th. Jesper 6th. Adapuma 8th. His fans are sitting down on the job. Or only half into this job anyway. Support's only half there. Plenty of big gaps, and I'll be in a good position after this. But with the mountain stage coming, it really doesn't matter. Cockard with the race lead, Barguil second, Gautier, Reza. I'm in 16th overall, 33 seconds down, and all that's left is that mountain stage and some sprints in between. So they wanted me to win the stage, which is absurd. For one, that wasn't even your stated objective. You did not tell me to win the stage. It was not mentioned. You did want me in the break. I got 25%, and that's a poor job. So I gained 1 point, and the team lies to me. Give me an objective. That's not the objective. I was nowhere near a favorite for that stage. That was not the kind of stage to win on a break. The only thing I accomplished in that was temporarily splitting the field. But I'll push through those sprint stages, and we'll see you on that final stage, the mountain stage. I'll do what I can with it, but definitely not a mountains guy. If the climb's short enough, though, maybe, just maybe, I can get something done as a mini breakaway. Heading into the final stage, quick updates. Mitchelton Scott, budget down. Dimension Data, budget up. We have 10 victories on the season. We're heading into stage 6, and none other than Brian Cockard has won every single individual stage in this race. All 4 of them has gone to Brian Cockard. Stage 1, Team Prologue. It's the only stage he has not won in this race. And I have no idea who won stage number 1. I don't remember. Wasn't paying close enough attention. We took 6th. Who won? I don't know. Could have been his team. In which case he would have won all 5 stages so far, which is truly amazing. But he's still probably going to lose this race. presumably, either on this intermediate climb or this final climb. Myself, yeah, I'm probably not going to do terribly well either, but we will do what we can. I would love to get in the break, but I'm too high up the standings to enjoy the breakaway for this one, in which I could probably win the Mountain Climbers jersey. Certainly could win the Mountain Climbers jersey. Barkeel, favorite for this, 75 mountain rating. I'm not up there in the top 10. But could I finish top 15? Might happen. Which would mean I'd hang on to a top 15 overall. Maybe even squeeze into the top 10 depending on the timings.
Take hold of the race as soon as the road starts to rise so as to help their climbers. The race will take place in beautiful sunny conditions.
Breakaway. They want the breakaway. The whole team, they want the breakaway. Again, I don't think I'm in a good enough position. I think I'm too strong of a rider, too high of a placing for them to let me go. But I'll give it one shot right here at the beginning. Negative race day condition, unfortunately. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't have happened, especially when I had my fitness all handled how I wanted it. 7% gradient. This is definitely a good time to get away. I wouldn't mind if they let me go all alone, actually. I could just run my pace. I've already got over a minute. Minute 15. I'd get the Mountain Climbers jersey, and they'd actually let me go, right? Oh, here comes more. 6 more riders. Additional riders now trying to break. Sweeney is one of them. Astra, another.
And he sprints away in attack.
Still riders try to get off the front. Sit up here slightly, let these guys catch me. There you go, 15 riders. 3 still chasing. We've got a minute and a half over the peloton. Sweeney giving me orders. Really? I'm in 15th. You're in a million places below that. AKA 35th. His mountain rating could be better than mine. I don't know. Is it? I can't select him. Where is he? Maestra's a... Sweeney's a 65 plus 1. So, yeah. He'll do about as well as I will today, actually. Except for when it comes to these. So we've got a sizable break. 18 riders. Sweeney sitting on. Only 4 or 5 riders are actually even offering any kind of work. So, fortunately, Maestra is protecting Sweeney, and Sweeney is just sitting on. And I'm having to do the work because his rating is 1 higher than mine. And even though I'm in much better shape for the potential overall or for the points jersey, Mountain Climbers points, he gets the status. Meanwhile, Peloton, small gap opening behind. It's down to almost 2 minutes behind. And we are thinning out a little bit. I like that. 15 was too much. 13 now. 12. 7. And Sweeney's left. 8. I'm going to sit on. Sweeney's going to protect me now. Without Mistra here, I'm the leader. Good timing. We're almost to the top. I want the points here. It's just 11 riders at this point. And here comes the attacks.
Aha! He's trying to give his pals the slip.
1 rider up front. And why are you not sprinting? My yellow bar is too far gone. Really? Too long of a climb. I'm really bad. Mountain rating. Never really, and resistance for that matter, especially today, just a 63 in that department. So I sit on 14 points, still in 4th place. I would imagine we'll get back together with those guys and recover before the next climb, but it'll be difficult to take points there as well. Almost back together now. There we go. Back in the group. Need to recover some. Sweeney will put the work in. I'm just going to sit on. After I recover, I'm going to grab some water for us. Another little uphill section here. 9 riders. 2 more came back to join us. Back down to 8 though. Somebody got dropped. Too steep. And there we go, over the top. Good chance to get water here. Sweeney's doing the hard work. I'll at least bring water to him, right? A little difficult on the downhill section here. Come on. There you go.
More than 2 minutes separating them. A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Now, Peloton is 2.5 minutes down. Maestra is back to that now. The rest of the guys are dropped already, so Peloton has shrunk considerably. 56 riders. 1 rider caught in no man's land. And we have 13 now. 13. 12. 50% objective met. Another climb coming. This is not the kind of climb that suits me. So, and it's even steeper. Well, I'm glad that steep one is a descent. That final climb doesn't suit me either, but if I can get over this climb still in the break, we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Yeah, Peloton's down to 2 minutes. They'll catch us. $16 points at the top. The guy in the mountain climbers jersey is in this group, so it's going to be really difficult. And the length of the climb doesn't suit me at all, so it's not good for my hills rating. Sucks for this. Sweeney, protect, please. Thank you.
The pace seems much too high for many riders.
Down to 7. We're only halfway up. See, Sweeney's doing better than I am, though. 6K. 5. There's the Peloton giving chase. And I'm fading. Fading away. 5 riders move on. 3K to the top. It's about to level off a little bit, so Peloton will probably catch us. But at least this sets me up for still being in the Peloton going into the final climb. So this is actually a good thing, even though there will be a bit of fatigue. There's still points available, but not enough. So I'm not worried about that competition anymore. Just surviving. And actually, there's the Peloton. So Sweeney protecting. Myself trying to recover. 34 riders in the Peloton. And let's speed things along for the next little while. Small uphill coming. 2 minutes to the front. Ah, shoot. I just lost control of Sweeney. Suddenly it's back to us riding for him. Reversed our role again. Oh, and now he's protecting me. He knows who the leader is, apparently. Ooh, 24 riders left. We just left 10 guys behind. Both of us avoiding that accident. Out of water though. Out of water. I don't have control of him. So should I do it? No. You know what? I'll wait. I think the descent's a really good time to do it though. Hopefully Sweeney will, but I don't know that he will. And I think it's officially backfired. Not going to get that water. Two riders left off the front. They have 1 minute, and then we have 24. And we are already heading up. This one's much shorter, this climb. This one is much more suited to my style. 4K from the top. It's actually the kind of climb that I could maybe get away a little bit and open a small gap, but then I'd be done. That false flat is pretty long to the final climb, so I really do need to just kind of hang in here and stay put. 2K to the top. Sweeney is getting water. No, he's done. Sweeney's done. First man dropped from the group. 1K to the summit. There are definitely points here at the top, but I'm not interested. Okay, little chance for recovery, but not much. Meaning I think I'm going to be closer to 25 than 15. Just based on where we're at here. Sweeney, just like that, lost 3 minutes. Very, very quickly.
A rider has just fallen.
Okay, coming up on that false flat. And I'm looking a bit tired, a bit weak, a bit fatigued here. Definitely not much energy left. It's a good chance to check how everybody else is doing. Just bear, it's a good example. Yeah, he's fresh. Bargy. And he's protecting Bargy, and he's fresh. Feel you? He's tired like I am, so I'm not the only one. Brian. He was very tired, like I am. So I'm not the only one that's really fatigued here. Who is that one rider left? He's the green jersey. Whoever it is. Holgard. At least he's borrowing the green jersey. I think Cockard is actually the owner of that classification. 16K to go. This is the type of stage where I feel like I should try to use the brake early, get a little gap over these guys, and then just ride my pace, as opposed to riding their pace, because my mountain rating is so low, but my hill rating is so high. So if I can go at 95 for a short little bit, open up 30 seconds over these guys, and then just ride easy, they'll ride me back down, and I don't have any stamina left to do that, so never mind. Let's use the gel. Hang in as long as we can. Here comes the one rider at the front. We've caught him. 23, and I'm already... Wow, we just started the climb. The gel hasn't even kicked in yet. Effort. 19. Group's shrinking fast. 13. 6 of us here. Caught from behind. I'm 2 minutes down already. Just going back really quick. largely coming down to that really low mountains rating. And low resistance. The resistance not meaning much at this point.
Wow, that's one attack that's going to leave a good few in its wake.
Just push, give it whatever I've got. Let's see, my effort 99 is doing. Wow, Darwin Adapuma for the win over Warren Barguil. Schelling, Alferes, Andre Grivko is 5th. Jesper is 6th. I'm still 2K from the end though. Moreno, Connor Swift, Solano, Gautier is your top 10. I'm now 1K away. The next group just came in. Cockard just took 20th. And just missed top 20. I got 23rd. All things considered, that's not bad considering I am not a mountains guy at all. Get a quick look at the overall standings, see where we're at. And of course the Super Prestige rankings, see where we're at. That'll end up doing it for this episode. So we're at that final stage. Darwin Adapuma was with BMC a year ago, which of course is now the CCC team, but he has moved on to Cofidis. And Darwin Adapuma takes the win. Pargi takes 2nd overall, Schelling. So pretty similar order there. I drop out of the top 15. Cockard drops to the edge of the top 15. I dropped to 22nd overall. Could have been worse. Really could have. I do get a good evaluation on the breakaway, but I only gained 2 points. And I'm down to 81% with those 3 weeks off. So that all turned out pretty poorly. We have another week until this next race. And it is just a 1-stage hills race. That could suit me, but I don't know if that's going to be steep enough. Give it a shot. It's going to be on the 18th. So we have right about 2 weeks till that race is coming up. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe. And tune in next time. Take a look at that. They are 32nd right now. Profile was. We'll boost that up quite a bit though. 3 stars, 2.5 stars. There's your gap. Bye for now.